Good morning, Robert Scribbler filming for an OBX, a wave report on patrol at some pretty small conditions here in the Outer Banks. 1 to 3 foot up and down the coastlines here at high tide. Unfortunately, not too much of a remnant swell to speak of. We call these waves barely rideable, but I don't know. I think I'm going to get out there and just practice, see if we can find something to ride. Occasionally at some of these little sandier locations, some of these waves look like they might be semi-doable, but certainly nothing compared to the last few days when we've experienced some pretty decent waves. And looking ahead at the forecast, looks like we've got 1 to 3 foot waves pretty much wall to wall for at least the next 4 days. So if you do want to go surfing, get ready to grovel. I guess that's the watchword for today, and for the rest of the week it's grovel sessions underway. Okay, let's look at the data provided by the wave monitors, the buoys, and by local observations from yours truly. Right now in Nag's Head, I'd say 1 to 2 foot and clean conditions. Got a buoy monitor noting a swell just offshore coming in from the east-northeast at 2.0 foot and 13 seconds. That's your remnant swell there. Winds out of the west at about 9 miles per hour. A little bit of northwest character over here at the pier, as you can see, based on the wind turbine mounts. We've got air temperatures right now at about 52 degrees, ocean water temperatures 49, high tide right about now. 9 to 10 a.m. up and down the east-facing beaches here in the Outer Banks. And low tide this afternoon between 3 and 4 p.m. Might get a better character to the waves with the incoming tide just off of low tide, but nonetheless not looking too great here. Lots of locations looking pretty flat. You're going to definitely be looking for your grovel sections up and down the Outer Banks today. At Rodan, I think we got around 2 foot waves and clean conditions. East-northeast swell coming in at 2.6 foot and 13 seconds west winds at 12 miles per hour. Air temperatures 53 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 51. Colder conditions in the water than the past week. We've had consistent northwest and westerly winds help pushing out warm water and bringing in that cold water from the lateral. And then down at Buxton right now, 1 to 3 foot and clean conditions with a swell out of the east at 2.5 foot and 12 seconds. Westerly winds 13 miles per hour. Air temperatures 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Ocean water temperatures 54 as well. And last of all, at Frisco, we've got 1 to 2 foot waves and choppy conditions. Looking at our forecast here for today, 1 to 3 foot, small and clean. West winds 7 to 14 miles per hour. Highs today in the upper 50s and sunny conditions throughout the day. For Wednesday, 1 to 3 foot, clean conditions to fair conditions. West-southwest winds shifting to the south and south-southeast, 6 to 10 miles per hour. High around 60. On Thursday, 1 to 3 foot and clean with west winds shifting to the south later in the day, 6 to 11 mile per hour winds. Sunny with highs in the lower 60s. And on Friday, 1 to 3 foot, clean to fair conditions. South-southwest winds 8 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures in the middle 60s, clouds and sun. And last of all, on Saturday, 1 to 3 foot, mostly clean. West winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, shifting to the southwest later in the day. Cloudy conditions on Saturday with temperatures in the 60s. All right, so thank you for joining me for a relatively small OBX wave report as we watched some pretty glassy waves roll in off the North Atlantic Ocean here on this gorgeous morning, gorgeous March 12th morning to you all. And as I always do, I'd like to ask you guys to please do everything you can to help protect our coastlines from the impacts of climate change driven by fossil fuel burning, those impacts being rising sea levels, more intense storms, ocean heat waves, and ocean acidification. The primary solutions to the climate crisis being the rapid deployment of clean energy, and the forms of clean energy at present that are rapidly deployable: wind, water, solar, and electric vehicles. If you do get out in the water today, I wish you luck. Definitely need to hone in on those Grovel sections to find some waves that are rideable. Other sections looking kind of flat here. But nonetheless, you know, if you're really keen to catch some waves, you might find some little keyholes and sections where you might be able to grovel some small waves. All right, so thank you for joining me once again for this session of the OBX Wave Report, and I will be back with you shortly.